Okay, so today we're going to look at solving exponents using the power rule. Again, whenever you're doing exponents, if you forget the rules, just write it out. For example, 3 to the 4th squared means I'm going to do 3 to the 4th times itself. So I'm going to have 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th. If you want to write it out even more, you can write 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. I think I forgot a 3. Anyway, 3 times itself 4 times, 3 times itself 4 times. You can actually write 3 times 3 all the way out. Or you can remember your power rule, where we're going to add the exponents because our base is the same, and get 3 to the 8th. Same idea. So notice, quick way to do this. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay, today we're going to talk about exponents using the power rule. So, again, if you ever get stuck with, I don't remember what to do with each rule, write out what you know. We know that 3 to the 4th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. We know that when we square this, we're going to do whatever is in this parentheses twice. So that's going to give us 3 times 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 3 for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 to the 8th. That's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is you have 3 to the 4th squared. So you can do 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th, because that's 3 to the 4th squared. And then you can go back to either writing it out like this or remembering your power rule. When we have the same base and we're multiplying them, we can add the exponents. So 3 to the 4 plus 4 is going to give me 3 to the 8th. Same answer. Or you can use the power rule, which tells you basically one easy way to remember is if you're taking something in parentheses, then you're going to multiply your two exponents. So then you would have 3 to the 4 times 2 for 3 to the 8th. So whenever you're doing exponent problems, there are a variety of different ways to get to the same answer. It's just if you remember your rules or not. So for the next one, using our power rule, we're going to have a to the 4 times 2 for a to the 8th. For the next one, say we forget the power rule. Then we know that on the inside, we have 5 times r cubed. And we're doing that 4 times. Oops. Okay, so then you just go back and you multiply and combine your like terms. So we have 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That gives us 125. Actually, I'm going to write over here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. R to the 12th. Bam. Done. Or you can do it using your power rule. What you want to make sure you do is you carry the 4 to the 5 and to the r cubed. So you're going to have 5 to the 4th times r to the 3 times 4. So 5 to the 4th gives you 125. 3 times 4 gives you 12. Same thing, a couple different ways. Now whenever you have a fraction, you want to make sure that the 3, if you're using the power rule, the 3 is going to go to the 2 and the 3. Because if we were just to write this out, we would have 2/3 times 2/3 times 2/3. So that we have 2 times 2 times 2, 4, 8, and then we'd have 27. Or using our power rule, you have 2 cubed over 3 cubed, which is going to give you 8 over 27. Okay, so first part. Second part, we're going to make it a little more difficult. Now for these, I'm going to use the power rule, but make sure, keep in mind, I guess, that you can always do it the longer way. So the power rule, I'm going to have negative 2 cubed times x cubed over 5. So I'm going to have negative 2 times negative 2 for 4 times negative 2. It's going to give me a negative 8 x cubed. And this 5, I almost forgot, that cube needs to be there too, over 125. Forgetting to put this on the denominator is the most common error that you should saw me almost make. All right, so then this is going to be our final answer. Now you can see if there's a number you can divide both 8 and 125 by. There's not, but if there was, you would be able to simplify those numbers. Now, what if you have something raised to a negative number? The easiest thing to do is to first get rid of this negative number by flipping the fraction. So I'm going to write this as 7 over 2y, and now that is going to become positive. If you didn't watch the video on negative exponents, watch it and then that'll make sense. Okay, and then I'm going to use the power rule. So I'm going to have 7 squared over 2 squared y squared for 49 over 4y squared. So that is the exponents using the power rule. See you next time.